everyone, welcome back to my vlog. I'm Robin, or A Hobbit's Reading List, and this week we are going to hopefully finish Little Women, and quite possibly might be DNF'ing a book. I'm kind of predicting that already, as well as doing some very nice like autumnal sort of activities. So let's get to it. Good morning. I realized I introduced the video last night and then I didn't say anything else because at that point I hadn't read anything. I went to Korean barbecue with a high school friend of mine. It was really good. It's my first time having Korean barbecue, and I liked most of the things that Reese is walking on the cat tree now that my friend ordered. I let him sort of take the lead, just as long as it was kosher, which it was. They did a very good job. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I would love to go again, although it was very expensive. But my friend sort of said that like this was like a very upscale Korean barbecue place. Like they almost had like a Michelin star. So I'm assuming other Korean barbecue places are not as expensive. But I listened to The Orphan Keeper on my way there and on my way back. So I'm about 30% through now. I'm not enjoying it. I sort of explained in my last vlog, but essentially The Orphan Keeper by Camron Wright is about this Indian boy who's taken from his family and village in India, put into an orphanage, and then adopted by an American family. We haven't met the American family yet, so I don't quite know what is going to happen there. But I do know that there's like a 10-year gap at some point in the story, which like it's not my favorite, especially because I don't know like when that's gonna happen. But I had said in my last vlog that like I already like am not really a fan of the book itself because it is based on a true story of something that actually happened to an Indian person who was taken away from his family and brought to America against his will. And the author of this book heard this story, talked with the person that this happened to, and then decided to write a fictional account of their story. And I'm just really not into that. I'm not into a white person taking a person of color's actual experience and using that for profit. That feels gross. So, and it's like, it's one thing where I'm like, because I did some actual like research into it, and it's like, maybe this person is like an Indian history scholar and then trying to bring light to this thing that really does happen, and chose a fictional format for some reason. No, there's none of that. This guy heard the story, talked to the guy that this happened to, and was like, cool story. I'm gonna write it, move things around, and take all the money for myself. I'm assuming. I haven't seen anything online about whether or not the actual real life person got any cut of the profit, but I kind of doubt it. So yeah, like it would be one thing if it was nonfiction. If it was like actual research and interviews and fact, but like fact that it's based on a true story, that really like makes me gross. So, but I will finish it because it's a book club book. I will not enjoy it. I'm already predicting a low score. Yeah. That's really all I have to say about it. I'm gonna try not to rant too much about it now that I've gotten this out of the way. So yeah, otherwise I'm exporting a video right now. It's taking a minute. So hopefully I can get it at least started to upload by the time I have to leave for work in like 30 minutes. Otherwise, I have another very busy day. I have like back-to-back meetings all day for like 8 hours. But I will bring Little Women to try to read in between meetings. And yeah, that's sort of the plan for today. Like I didn't have class today. It's fall break, and for homework for my Thursday in-person class, I have to watch a movie. So I'm actually feeling like this week won't be too stressful, which is really nice. I do have a paper due by next weekend, which I should probably get started on at some point. But I procrastinate a lot. And at this point, I still have like 10 days. So it's fine. Yep, that's how I roll. So yeah, that's what's pretty much going on. I'm gonna get changed for work. Gonna finish uploading the video. And then that's about it. That's what I've got. So I'll probably rant some more tomorrow. So it is Wednesday morning, and I wanted to give you a little update. I also had promised a rant for today. And the rant is, I'm DNFing The Orphan Keeper. This is only the second book this year I've DNF'd. There have been a couple books that I absolutely hated, but I still finished. And with everything going on in the world this week, I don't have the patience to push myself and stress myself out to finish The Orphan Keeper when I'm hating it so much, and I quite honestly find it repugnant. With everything I talked about yesterday, with the whole author's choice to tell a person of color's story, okay, that is still there. There's also, I guess, a 10-year gap at like the halfway point, and in that 10-year gap, the main character has disassociated and completely forgot his upbringing in India. He's become fully Americanized. He's also become a massive dick. Like just the worst person I would not want to interact with. Where I stopped, he went on like a study abroad or something to London, and he got matched up with an Indian family, and he was so racist. And it just, and then there was this weird like therapy session in a taxi with like another student that is on the study abroad. There was so much telling, not showing, on top of all the racism and the whole like assimilation is good storyline. Like, I talked to my dad, I'm like, I'm DNFing it, and he was like, well, I will say it gets like the slightest bit better. He's like, but not really. He's like, I understand why it feels like the book is saying that it was a good thing that he was kidnapped from India and taken from his family. Like, that's sort of how it ends, I guess. Spoiler alert, sorry. I'll put a little graphic up, so if you really want to read this book, you know to not listen to me. I can't. Like, I've been so upset this week. I'm really trying to like manage and stay positive and not spiral. And I have homework and class tomorrow, and you know, all this other stuff that I choose to do. I'm not going to stress myself out reading a book that I'm 60% through. I gave it so much opportunity to get better. And at the 60% mark, it still had me rolling my eyes and scoffing and feeling absolutely disgusted. I'm not gonna spend my day off tomorrow trying to get through it in time for book club. I'm gonna go into book club and say that this book was absolutely horrible and no one should read it, and I'm upset that I was forced to read half of it. So that's my thought. I'm that's where I'm at. I'm not gonna start an audiobook tonight on my way home. I'm just gonna sort of chill out. I am gonna try to read Little Women though in between meetings today. And then I will ask Siri to pick an audiobook for me to start tomorrow. I think I only have like 3 options though. So we'll see what she says. I think my options are Murder at the Vicarage, Spellbound, and I want to say Smart Women. I think those are my 3. So yeah, so that's where we're at. Second DNF of the year, which, wow. Good morning. I think I'm getting a little sick. My throat hurts. And I'm a little stuffy, which is not my favorite. Obviously, I don't know anyone that enjoys being sick. I haven't read a ton, I'll be quite honest. I'm planning on calling my dad and then I'll read a little bit more until my friend Amy wakes up. I don't know if I mentioned, I think I did, but my friend Amy stayed over last night. We went to this like haunted house and it was so dark, so I didn't take any video clips or anything. Although I did try. I pulled out my camera to see how dark it was and you couldn't see anything, so there's no point. But it was like a fundraiser thing for the first responders training in my town. And it was really cool. Like it was really well done, actually. We had a really good time. So that was really fun. And yeah, that's I haven't honestly done much. Like we did that and then we came home, we played a game, then we went to bed, and when Amy wakes up, we'll go to breakfast and probably hang out for a little bit before they go back home. So yeah. As far as reading, I listened to, I don't know if I said anything Thursday. I listened to about another hour of Spellbound by F.T. Lukens. It's one of those things where, like, it's a young adult book, or I guess maybe new adult because they're 18, but it's written like a young adult book, which, like, is not a bad thing. However, I'm discovering that I think for audiobooks, I don't think I can listen to young adult books because it makes the writing, like the narration makes the writing seem really immature. And it's something I experienced with Self-Made Boys somewhat. I did feel like the writing was simplistic when I was listening to it, as well as the dialogue attribution really got to me. And like, thankfully this book doesn't have that issue, but I don't know. And with Self-Made Boys, once I switched over to reading it physically, I liked it a lot more. However, I can't really do that with this. Like, I can't switch over to reading it physically. I need to listen to it on audiobook. I have too many other books that I need to physically read. So I'm just going to tough it out. However, that said, I did not listen to it on my way home last night, partially because I had a call with my grandmother that lasted for like 30 minutes, which was really nice. I really appreciated her like checking on me, but it did mean that by the time we got off the phone, I just wasn't in the mood, and I wanted to sort of like keep my mood up so I could have a good time last night. So, and I haven't really read more of Little Women, which is annoying because I have a homework assignment due tonight. And I think I have to get to like page 189, and I think I haven't even broken into 100. So it's annoying because I know I can read fast. Like, to me, there's no reason I shouldn't have finished this book already. I've been reading it for over a week. I know that I have a lot on my plate. There's a lot that happened this week that really impacted my mood and my ability to concentrate and my ability to get anything done. Like, yesterday I had so much work stuff because I didn't get to it Thursday, and so I was behind. So it's like I know part of it is not necessarily because I don't like the book, because I am enjoying the book, but it's more of I just have a lot to do this week and not enough time to do anything. So that's sort of problematic. So I'm gonna call my dad, and if Amy is still sleeping by the time we get off the phone, then I will start reading for a bit. So yeah, that's the plan. I want everyone to know that I was reading, and I had to stop because I was conquered by a cat, and it is apparently nap time because my husband's sleeping and the other cat is sleeping, and I can't do anything because Bastion has not moved in 40 minutes. At some point I will read again, I hope. I'm about to drive home. I just wanted to be fully transparent. I haven't listened to Spellbound today. I'm not going to listen to it on my way home. I'm so tired. I worked an extra hour. I don't feel well. I either have allergies or a cold. I don't know which one, but I feel miserable. And so I'm not going to listen to Spellbound. I will try to listen to it next week because I would like to finish it, even though I don't like the narration. I do have an update about Little Women. I read about 100 pages yesterday, but I will update you when I get home because I kind of want to see if I can read more tonight. Because if I can finish, I'm not going to finish it tonight, but like if I can make more progress, I'll feel better. So just wanted to be fully transparent that I'm actively avoiding this audiobook. So if anyone's thinking about listening to it as an audiobook, just listen to the sample first to see if it jives with you. But I'll check in a bit. Good morning. I know I promised an update, but my voice sucks. And when I got home last night, I ended up just passing out on the couch until 3 a.m. And then I went upstairs and couldn't fall asleep for 2 hours. And now it's almost 9. So I'm going to try to keep this short because this is actually hurting my throat, which is not great because I have therapy in a couple minutes. I didn't listen to any more Spellbound. I will try to do better this week. I did read on Saturday about 100 pages of Little Women. I really like it. It's really absorbing. I know a lot of what happens just through, hearing other people talk about it. And so I'm interested to see how all that actually develops. I don't mind having spoilers for that exact reason. It actually makes me more curious. So I am really looking forward to hopefully reading more this week and hopefully finishing it, because I don't think I have that much left. I don't think I have that much left. Wow, this is not great for therapy. I I mean, I have the whole second half of the book, so, like, I have a decent amount left, but, like, realistically, it's not much. So, I'm really hoping this week I can finish it, and that will be a week early before, like, I need to. So, hopefully I can read something for fun, because honestly, just reading school books is really getting to me. And my favorite series, the last book in the trilogy, comes out in November, and I wanted to read the first two again. And Chris agreed to go to the book signing with me, because there's actually one in Chicago. And so I'll get to meet the author, which I'm really excited about. And I get the last book like 10 days early, because I had pre-ordered it, but the book signing is on October 28th, and the book doesn't come out till November 9th. So that'll be really cool, but I would like to read them. But I'm gonna wrap this up because my voice is really starting to suck, and I need to make tea because maybe that will help. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you all. Like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, click notification bell, all that jazz, and hopefully next week will be better. Bye.